In today's video, we're going to look into silver and gold have hold your wealth over the years. I got some information for you folks. This might be the video for you to share with your friends and family. Maybe it would spark some fireworks in their head. I don't know. But we're going to try to wake up some more people in this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. We are currently sitting at 4,443. I cannot thank you all enough for subscribing to my channel. Let's just get into it. We're going to go back to 1936. Okay? Well, you see a pile of quarters here on my table here. And we're going to go back to 1936. 50 cents. Back in 1930 you would need today $11.44 for the same goods and services you did back in 1936. So just think, if all these silver quarters in front of you were 1936, and yes, they did make Washington silver quarters in 1936, started out in 1932 with the Washington silver quarters. 2 quarters. Now remember, you need 11.44. 2 quarters melt today, 11.18. Has silver kept up with inflation totally? Absolutely not. But here's the key point. Those two same silver quarters have a melt value of 11.18 today. Silver has done very, very well this year. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. If you would have spent $50 back in 1936, that would cost you today $1,143.71. Just think about that. $50 back then. Yeah, $50 back in 1936 was a heck a lot of money. Over $1,100? Yeah, that's not a bad take in today's money either. But, you know, that is the power of silver and gold. I'm going to touch gold in a minute here. But really, you know, silver has done its job. Has it done its total job? No. We are still so far undervalued with silver at this time, folks. You know, we can go into every single category, but which I'm not going to do here today, of what it costs for this and for that. But I am going to lead into one thing. Back in 1936, Butterfinger candy bar. I looked this up on Google today, this morning, before I shot this video. They did make Butterfinger candy bars in 1936. They were 5 cents back in the day. Well, you take now you go to Walmart. They're at my Walmart. They're $1.36 each. So I did a little bit of math, and we know that $11.44 now. You could get 10 candy bars for 50 cents back then. Today, you can get 8.5 candy bars for the same price. No, you can't buy 8.5 candy bars. So let's call it 8 for the same price. There you go, folks. I mean, that is a reduce a product to for the same amount of money. Yes, silver has not kept up with total inflation over the years, but we are very, very close. If you kept a dollar bill back in 1936, you would need $10 more. Silver is hold its value for the most part. So has gold. Look, you could have bought a men's suit with a $20 gold piece back in 1936 and got a real good men's suit. I've said this before in this video. Today, you know, gold's right around in the futures market, $26.80, so something like that. You can buy a pretty gosh darn good men's suit for the same price today than you could back in 1936 with the same gold piece. That is just more proof in the pudding there. I'm also going to touch on what's going on with the coin shop too, so stay tuned for that. This year, year to date, as of January of 2024, as the recording of this recording of this video, silver is up $7.18 year to date. That is a 29.83%. Can we say that's where about inflation is for the year? about 30%. Just adding that to apples, folks. I think that's more the true value of real inflation in this country. Some stuff has gone up even more. But I don't think 8%, 5%, they're jokers. You know, Jerome Powell is a joke. Janet Yellen's a joke. And we can talk about that all gosh darn day too. But really, 29.83% silver is up. So if people say, oh, silver's a pat rock, silver ain't going nowhere, well, gosh darn it, it's almost up 30%. So I don't know why anybody would say silver and gold are pat rocks or Barber's relics or anything like that, because silver had, to me, a pretty gosh darn good year. And no, we're not done with the year yet, but it looks like we're going to maintain around this level for the rest of the month here, in my opinion. Let's look at gold. I mean, gold's up $588.80, up 28.42%. Silver has done its job. It's outperforming gold right now as the recording of this video. It goes back and forth a little bit here, but silver is starting to come into play here now. Silver is doing its job right now. It's playing catch up, and that is what normally it happens. Silver falls behind and starts playing catch up with gold. Silver has a lot more room to move. I'm not telling you to go buy it, but I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm buying it when I can find a deal. I'm not paying that much over melt. I'm concentrating on mostly 90% silver right now, 40% silver halves, and 35% war nickels. That is my focus right now. I think it's the best bang for the buck for all three. Some people don't like the 35%. Some people don't like the 40%. Oh, that's fine. That's more for me then. And the ones that who like to stack it, it's more for them too. When silver starts really running here, we're going to be happy. We're going to have the 40%ers halves and the 35% war nickels. We're going to be happy, folks, that we have them. And I know there's quite a few people that do like them too. And some people want to thumb their nose at it. Oh, that's fine. Like I said, that's just for more for myself and the other ones out there who have be on the same page as me. You don't have to agree with me on the 35% war nickels or the 40% silver Kennedy half dollars. You don't have to agree. You know, the people say the melters don't want them. I don't care if the melters don't want them. If we get to the day, and I think we will get to the day, I don't know when, folks, when we get to the day where we actually start trading silver, maybe possibly even gold, I'd rather have the 40%ers, give those up first, than giving up my 90% silver if someone's willing to take them. And there are some people who are willing to take them. Just like, you know, some people don't like the graded coins. You know, some people don't like the graded coins. Hey, I buy them a little over melt sometimes, a few dollars over melt from the graded coins. I don't pay for the case. I don't pay for the grading service. If I can pick these things up a couple bucks over a regular Silver Eagle raw, I'm going to do it all day long. You know, that's just my opinion. And people will say, well, you're not getting as much silver. Okay, that's fine. But when we start trading, I would have someone comes over, works on the house, and let's say they want 4 Silver Eagles. And I say, okay, I got these 4 graded ones, but can you also add on this job and do that job for the graded coins? And maybe that person will say, yes, I'll include that little project, and I'll take those 4 coins instead. Hey, look, it may come to a bothering situation here. And, you know, I'll tell you a little story here before I go into the coin shop here. I was at Lowe's with my grandmother about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Her washing machine died. And, of course, she don't want to have a mix-and-match washing machine and dryer. I believe it was a dryer that actually died. Yes, it was a dryer. So we went over to Lowe's. She saw these Samsung white ones on the pedestals, and she saw the blue ones. Well, the blue ones, they wanted $50 more. The pedestals were the same price. So I talked to my grandma. I says, hey, look, let's just ask the guy if he's willing to do a price match with the same color if we buy the pedestals with the things. And he says, they're not going to do that. I says, well, we can ask. So, you know, you don't have to buy the stands with the wash and dryers, of course. You know, she wanted the extra drawers. But anywho, so I asked the guy, and he looked at what he could do. He says, yeah. He says, just paint. So we saved $100 from just by asking folks. So, I mean, you know, with free delivery on top of it. And I said, look, we will buy this, and we get all the new cords and hoses from you on top of it. Also, let's make a deal right now. The guy did it. So, I mean, you know, sometimes, yes, retail stores will make a deal with you too if you just ask. You know, the worst they can say is no. You know, when I worked at Sears, I'd help people out, you know. You know, they say, oh, I'm going to go look at Best Buy for this TV. And I said, let me look online. If it's the same model, they have a cheaper, I'll price match it. Let's get the deal done here instead of them running around. That's how you conduct business, is by asking. If you don't ask, you're not going to get. End of story on that one. The coin shop, we're steady. All right, we're not through the roof right now. Yes, we had a good day the other day when the guy came in and bought the 8 monster boxes of Canadian maple leaves. That don't happen every day for us. You know, people are strapped right now for the holidays, and I understand that. You know, I'm not saying go out and buy everything. You know, people say, oh, I'm trying to sell you something. Let me know where the link is in my description that I'm trying to sell you anything. I've said many times in my videos, I don't care if you buy silver, buy gold, where you buy it from, and I'm going to make a joke again, I don't care if you buy it from Mickey Mouse. As long as it's real, that's all I care about. If you want to pay more at some of these online bowling dealers, the higher up ones that want to charge an arm and leg, go for it. You want a deal and you're looking for a better deal, look at your local coin shops. Look at the smaller online bowling dealers like Pinbacks, like Hero Bowling, like Monument Metals. They're not small companies, folks, but they have better prices when it comes down to these other big boys, really big boys online. And, you know, people are so tuned into buying it from, you know, these big boy, these online bowling dealers, and you're really not getting the best price if you don't shop around. If you have issues, you have problems shopping around, you don't know if it's a good deal, email me. My email is in the description of every single video. Email me the link to what you're trying to get. I will try to find you a better price. That is what I try to do on this channel, is help people out with the better prices. Keep in mind, go to auctions. Look up auctions in your area. That was another good tip that somebody left me for a comment. To get a lot of silver from auctions. You know, hey, coin shows. Look up on Google for your local coin shows. If they're not too far away and you're able to get to them, you know, you don't have to have thousands of dollars to go to these coin shows. You know, if you got $50, $60 and that's all you can afford, and the show's not that far away, and you're able to get to it, pop in. See what's going on. Talk to different vendors. You know, see what the market is out there. Go and get their opinions out there. What's going on. You know, most of these people are not going to, you know, lie to you and say, oh, everything's going to the roof. You know, I'm trying, yeah, when we have a good day at the coin shop, I'm going to tell you we had a good day. You know, my concern, as most of you folks know, is the 90% silver. That is my concern, what's going on out there right now. Because when that's gone, it's gone. And no, it's not gone right now. Is it ever going to be gone? Well, to be less available. Let me put it that way. It'll be less available. At what cost? I don't know. I'm stacking it still. I'm stacking as much as I can afford to. And to the next video, folks, you got any questions, email me. Happy to help you out. Coin Shop Chris is out on this video.